Have you ever heard in the Bible that God is a jealous God? Seems like an odd thing to say about God, doesn't it? In fact, I once heard that Oprah Winfrey walked away from the Christian church because she was disgusted by the idea that God, who wants to be worshipped, is not ashamed of being jealous. It seems sinful and it seems wrong, doesn't it? But actually, the word jealous has a secondary meaning that the Bible is using. Even in a secular dictionary, you could find this definition: fiercely protective. To be jealous can mean to be fiercely protective. And that's exactly what God is for you. James chapter 4 says this: "Do you think Scripture says without reason that God jealously longs for the Spirit He has caused to dwell in us?" That God is jealous for your heart. God is fiercely protective of your heart. Think of it this way. If I saw one of my daughters talking to a guy who I knew wasn't a good guy, that he was going to manipulate her and sweet talk her but hurt her in the end, wouldn't I be fiercely protective of her? Wouldn't I put my arm around her and push the guy away? Well, of course, that's love. That's what a father should do. And that's exactly what our Father does. You see, God knows what the world will do to your heart. God knows what's going to happen if you pursue your worth and value in how much you accomplish at work or how often you get your to-do list done. God knows what happens when all of your joy and happiness is in a relationship that could be over for 100 different reasons. God knows that the world is going to chew you up and spit you out. It's going to abuse you in a spiritual way. And so God is jealous. He's fiercely protective. God says, don't love the world. Don't find your joy and your happiness there. Instead, find it in me. So I am so thankful that God is a jealous God, that He cares enough about my heart that He says, be careful, Mike. And He's saying to you, be careful. Don't fall in love with the world. Instead, be in love with me. His grace makes Him a jealous God.